was exactly 1 week yesterday since the AFCON's final game was played in Morocco. The players have since returned to their clubs. For some, especially Nigerian players, they left for their club side after their third place game against Egypt on Saturday. On Weekend Roundup today, we're going to start this edition from the Nigerian scene, looking at how some of our players fared since returning to their club side. Now, this is the Weekend Roundup, reaching you from Waffle Sports, where we bring you all the happenings in the world of sports. And my name is Chikeze Queen Choma, the sports goddess, the sports queen, and queen of the airways. So stay here. Alright, we'll start from, like I told you, our Nigerian players and how they played or how they performed this weekend. Top on our list is our very own Zorro of Africa, Victor James Osimhen. Helped Nigeria to win the bronze at the just concluded AFCON, went back to Galatasaray, and this weekend he achieved a milestone. Scored a goal in Galatasaray 3-1 win. That goal became his 50th Galatasaray goal. And also, he became the fastest player in Galatasaray's history since 2000 to score 50 goals in fewer games. He actually scored that goal in his 59th game. Moving on from Victor, the next man on the list is Ako Adams, the idol, my man. Should I say more like a revelation in recent time? Sealed the goal that eliminated Algeria at the AFCON, scored his penalty that secured Nigerians' third place win, went back on Saturday to Sevilla, came in the second half in the Sevilla game, scored a brace that same weekend, and then this weekend, he also scored the second half penalty that ensured that Sevilla came back from 1 goal down to win 2-1 against Athletic Club. Meaning that Ako Adams, since returning from AFCON, has scored 3 goals in 2 games. From Ako Adams, we head to Samuel Chukwueze of Fulham. Although he missed his penalty against Morocco in the semi-finals game. But since returning to Fulham, he scored in Fulham's 2-1 win at the weekend. Yes, he scored the equalizer in the 72nd minute. From there, we go to Turkey again, where Paul Onacho is still doing wonders. Let me use that word. Since returning from AFCON, that's the first time he's playing, and he started from the bench. In fact, he was introduced in the 46th minute, and exactly 5 minutes later, in the 51st minute, he scored a goal. That was not just any goal. It was a winning goal that gave them a 2-1 win against Kasempasa, and also his 12th goal of the season. So Paul Onacho has scored 12 goals in 16 appearances, and he's also still in the run for the golden boot of the league. Beat that. Moving on from the Nigerian players who did well at the weekend, let's take a look at what happened or what transpired in Europe Top 5 League over the weekend. And we're starting off from the Premier League. What a weekend! I feel like screaming! Arsenal, Manchester United at the Emirates. Michael Carrick's Manchester United defeated Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, a team that has been the best team so far in the world this season. Prior to that loss, they've lost just 2 games. You remember when they were comparing Arsenal's defense to Chelsea's defense of 2004-2005? Looking like Arsenal were going to break Chelsea's record. But let me remind you, 2004, 2005, John Terry and his colleagues, including the goalkeeper, Peter Cech, conceded 15 goals that season. Guess what? With the 3-2 loss to Manchester United at the Emirates, Arsenal have conceded 17 goals. And they have lost 3 Premier League games. But legendary John Terry have a message for you.
January the 25th, 2026, and the record is safe. Man United 2, Arsenal 1. Still 25 minutes to go, but the record is safe for another season. So Peter Cech, Paulo Ferreira, Ricky Carvalho, William Gallas, it's time to celebrate with a bottle or a glass of red wine. I'm going for the bottle. Full celebration tonight. But guys, let me know your thoughts. Can this record of 15 goals conceded in one season ever be beaten? I'm saying no. I have to say I was a little bit worried the way Arsenal started the season and how well they started. But it's only January and the record has already gone and it's safe for another year. So let me know your thoughts. I'm going to post the video later as well and an image of the teams and the players we conceded against in that season. And I think, and I still get frustrated today, it could have been sub 10. Also looks like Arsenal are under a little bit of pressure for the first time this season as well. So can they do it? Can they get it over the line this season? Judging on this, I'm not sure at the minute. More importantly, the record's safe. Peter Cech, Willie Gallas, Ricky Carvalho, make sure you got the wine out, boys.
Well, like he said, the record is intact for another year. But can that record be broken? That record of fewest number of goals conceded in a season by a team in the Premier League, held by Chelsea. Do you think it's going to be broken? Let us know on the comment section. Let me also add to that the team that conceded the highest or the most number of goals in a season goes to who? Sheffield United. 2023-2024 season. The season they got relegated. They also hold the record for the most number of goals conceded at home. Moving on from that, we go to Liverpool. Even though they played away from home, they lost to Bournemouth 3-2. I mean, considering the fact that Maresca was sacked at the beginning of the year, Madrid have sacked Alonso, Manchester United have sacked Ruben Amorim. Do you think it's time for Liverpool to sack Ancelotti? I mean, see how much he spent. And the players he let go, the likes of Ruben Diaz or Luis Diaz and all, are even doing better than the players he brought in. Let's move on to Chelsea. Even though they're having a little bit of a mixed result, I must tell you, Chelsea was world class yesterday at the weekend. Against Crystal Palace away from home. Oh my God. Did you see the goals? And then, star boy Estavao, the typical example of a Brazilian masterclass. That was what he saw. That display. It seems like whenever this guy starts a game, he gives us a highlight. Did you see that pass? The runs, ensuring that the ball is synchronizing with your foot. The precision for the goal was something else. I can't wait to see what that guy be. In fact, I can't wait for Estavao, even though I don't like Chelsea. I don't like Chelsea much. Yeah, but I can't wait for Estavao to become a world-class player. Boy is performing way above his age, I must tell you. And I am wishing him all the best in his footballing career. Moving on from there, like I told you, we go to La Liga, where Barcelona have reclaimed their top spot on the log. Remember, on Saturday, Real Madrid won their game, and then they took the spot temporarily. On Sunday, courtesy of their 2-1 win, Barcelona regained their lead. But then Kylian Mbappe is back. And I feel like there's a difference with Real Madrid. And it's making the title race in La Liga, look exciting. I know it's usually between Madrid and Barcelona. Maybe sometimes Atletico Madrid can just, come here and there, or Sevilla can just, try to see what they can do. But it's always between these two big sides. Now, do you think, looking at it, it's just 1 point, and looking at how Hansi Flick and Barcelona are going, and the resurgence of Real Madrid and their new coach, do you think they can pull up the strings of winning the La Liga this season? Or you think it's Barcelona's league to lose? Let us know in the comment section. From there, we'll move to Serie A. And in Serie A, I'm not going to talk about Juventus or Inter Milan win, or Roma and AC Milan game. No, I'm going to look at a different game. And this is more like rounding up this episode. And that will be, says Fabrigas and Como. What is Fabrigas planning? What is this guy building? Since taking over from Como has changed drastically. And not just that they changed. On Saturday, they defeated Torino 6 goals to nothing. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goals to nothing. Currently seated on the 6th position in the Serie A table. Beat that. This is Como that usually used to struggle, try to escape relegation and all. But says Fabregas has turned things around. And I am thinking, this is just my personal thought. Yes, I know opinion varies. Some of you will start bringing in players who didn't do well, who were fantastic footballers, but they didn't do well as managers. But this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, if you see a player that, or someone that in his playing day, he was cool-headed, listened to the coach, played so well, especially under a particular coach, did exceptionally well in their career as players. When they go into coaching, it's always different. So this is where we call it a wrap on this weekend roundup. Now let me know, which team impressed you the most? Which is your player of the weekend? Let us know on the comment section. And again, which is your goal of the week? Because that Estavao goal, the goal from Brian Mbuemo, Matthias Cunha, and the likes, sure would have stand out. So let us know which is the goal of the week for you. Until I come your way again, I remain your girl, Chikizo Queen Chioma, your sports goddess. Please stay glued to this channel. Like, subscribe, share, invite your friends to subscribe to this channel. Something big is coming up. I promise you, something big is coming up and you wouldn't want to miss it. Bye for now.